Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread here for Thursday, August 7th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here joining us on the Thursday. Hey, smaller slate in the MLB, but hey, we've got you covered on three games we'll look at today. So, hey, make sure you subscribe and join us. That way I can also flip on that notification bell, and that way you get notified when this video drops and you get the best number with us. And hey, as always, let us know in the comment section what you think the three games we covered. And hey, maybe let us know what your best bet of the day is as we look at the three games today's slate. As we always do, we'll get to the cappers, see how they're rolling along, and then we'll get to today's action. Small card, but hey, I think we got some nice spots to make us some money. So let's get to it. Head on over to Ramon to get us started. How are you doing here on this Thursday, Ramon?
Well, I guess as long as we got three games, we're okay. So we'll get into those three of the four today. We're coming off some winners as well. So why not keep it going heading into the weekend here on Cover the Spread?
Hey, last Thursday we were picking straws, remember? Because we didn't know we had three games, and that's all we were having. At least we had one. This one we had one. Nobody got left over with the one. But hey, we'll let you know the one that we left over with. Hey, it's one of those we left over.
You better have at least one team.
We left the gem over.
One team with a anyway to get back in the playoff pennant race anyway. We'll kick the other one to the curb.
Exactly, kick the other one to the curb. I don't know how you doing here, Al.
Yeah, no need to draw straws for this one, as you said. Small card, but we got some pretty good looks for everyone. For everyone wondering why we're not covering all four games, well, it's just one pick a capper for now. But yeah, as you mentioned, that one game we left out is quite the matchup anyway. So I don't know how much action you want on that one, but hey, let's get the ones we're looking at.
Definitely. We're going to leave the real early one to the side, and we're going to get started with a little later afternoon matchup, which is the White Sox taking on Seattle. This is Ramon's game, so he's going to get us started here on the Thursday slate. What do you like, White Sox or Mariners here on Thursday?
It feels like two of my favorite teams to cover here on Cover the Spread sometimes right now, but we know that it's all about Seattle right now and their pursuit here of trying to stay within distance of Houston, and they're doing a great job of it. And you can do that when you got strong pitching like you do with Logan Gilbert. 3.5 ERA so far, but a 1.0 whip and 204 batting average against, I think shows that Gilbert still has just the 3 wins in those 15 starts, but I expect him to pitch well. I mean, he has been a crusher in these games, Rod. We were talking about it leading into the show here. 4-21 in his last 25 home starts here in this range. So with these White Sox coming in, look, we talked about Smith quite a bit on this show. We may have oversold him a little bit, but he still has a 232 batting average against, and all of a sudden, Kyle Raleigh, his forearms is starting to get a little tired here. It looks like maybe a little post home run derby slump power wise. Anyway, we know Seattle's pretty strong here. They won the first one 8-3. Smith did have a good outing against Seattle back on May 21st. 5 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed. Did get tagged with 3 runs, but still went 5 and gave up just 2 hits. So I'm going to go under here with the White Sox and Seattle on Thursday here at 7.5. Juice to the under slightly here.
Heading on over to Al. What do you like here in this one, White Sox or Seattle here on Thursday?
As you mentioned, Shane Smith was a guy we were backing a lot early. Now he has struggled a bit lately, but if Ramon thinks he has a solid start here, and I think he can against the lineup he's done well against in the past, allowing just 3 hits and 14 at-bats against these guys. So I think he can have himself a decent start here, and I think that's where the value is going to be. I know it's a tough matchup. The Mariners are the better team here, but just think they're coming in a little bit overpriced in this one. I think if you like the Mariners to go off, maybe looking at their team total might be the best way to go. But I'm going to take a shot on the White Sox in the first 5 here on the – you can take the money line or the run line, but I'll just take the money line, just take a shot at some big plus money.
And for me here in this one, I'm going to go to one of my favorite plays here. I like the Nerfy in this one. You look at this Logan Gilbert going along in his last 3 starts. Hey, all have hit the Nerfy in his last 3 starts. And hey, you look at Shane Smith, his last couple starts, same thing. He's hit the Nerfy. So I like Shane Smith to get 3 outs, Logan Gilbert to get 3 outs, and that'll get us the nerfy here in this one to start the day here on Thursday. Give me the nerf. No runs, first inning. White Sox in Seattle. Hey, that wraps up the first game we looked at. Let's head on over to the next one on Thursday's slate. This is a game I was looking at, and we got the Pirates taking on the Reds. What do you like here in this one, Al? Reds or Pirates?
Well, don't back the Pirates often, but when I do, it's usually when Paul Skeens is getting the start. And yeah, they are maybe a little pricey in this one, but I think when we look at the run line as well, we can get a decent -1 on them. And again, going up against the guy we looked at pretty recently too, Brady Singer. We talked about this guy. His ERA is pretty elevated, but I think he's a better starter than what his ERA suggests. But again, don't think he's as good as Skeens is either. So Skeens having himself a great season. I don't see why he doesn't have another great start here. Against the Reds team that's been playing some pretty good baseball, but again, the Pirates not the best team in the league either, but if there's ever a time to back them, it's when Paul Skeens gets the start, and I think this one is a good one. I'm taking Pittsburgh here, money line and run line. We're going Pirates -1.
Hey, head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one, Cincinnati or the Pirates here on Thursday?
Yeah, we know Skeens has some pretty strong numbers against this line. Well, it's Paul Skeens, but even better than I think some of his overall numbers here. He really dominates Cincinnati for sure. And yeah, I think for Singer, look, he's been part of the solution here for Cincinnati. I know the 4.36 ERA stands out here, but you're on the road against a pretty weak lineup, averaging just 3.5 runs a game. And I think, Skeens, we've seen some of those totals get pretty low, and yeah, a couple of them snuck over. He's still 8-14 to the under this season. And Singer, despite that, maybe elevated ERA, 7-14 to the under. So a combined 15-28 to the under. Now we're staring at 7 here right in the face, it looks like. It's 7/20, maybe even 7/15. But I'll try the under. It could be 4-3, but it could be 3-2 also here. I think the Reds are competitive enough and fired up enough right now that they see a little bit of chance to maybe get to the postseason. I'll go under 7 runs with Cincinnati and Pittsburgh.
Yeah, for me here in this one, I'm going to take the under in the first 5. Here in this one, I think low scoring one with this total of 7. Probably be a 3 here, most likely between these two in the first 5. And Singer, hey, as Ramon alluded to, his ERA has been a little bit elevated, but you look what he's been doing over the last couple of months, and he's definitely started pitching better. Last couple of months, he's got a sub 4 ERA, 3.9 ERA over the last 2 months for Singer. And Paul Skeens at home this season, well, he's got a sub 2 ERA, 1.87 ERA for Mr. Skeens at home, and over the last 2 months, sub 2 again, 1.98 ERA there. I know the scary proposition is that Pittsburgh Pirate bullpen, but I think they do a good enough job here to keep us under the total. But I'm going to grab it in the first 5 here with Skeens and Singer dealing. I think this is 1-2, maybe 1-3 wins this game altogether. So give me the under, first 5 Pirates and Reds.
And overall, 7-1 to the under. 7 unders the last 8 meetings between these two teams heading into the action in this series.
Into this one on Thursday, right? So low score one, like a hockey game. 1-3 wins it. Head on over to the third game we got left on the card, and by the process of elimination, well, that would be the Miami Marlins taking on the Atlanta Braves here in this one. And hey, you got the Marlins rolling along 6-4. Braves going in the wrong direction. Braves at home here, 2 games below 500. Pretty much all but officially eliminated from playoff contention, well, barring some crazy comeback. And I just don't see it from this Braves squad. Carrasco on the bump. Well, we've seen his return. It wasn't so good. He's now sporting a 5 ERA. This Marlins squad continues to score runs, especially on the road. Look at them, 36-18 to that run line on the road, but no need for no run line here. Well, you could take the run line -1.5, probably get a half decent plus price, but at this coin flip price, minus the 120 here, love the Marlins at this price. Maybe picking on the Braves a little bit and Carrasco, but Marlins just continue to win. You look what Perez has been doing, and hey, he's been rolling along. He hasn't given up more than 2 runs in his last 5 starts, so only one way to go. I'll take the Miami Marlins. Hey, and it's not Monday too, so that's a good thing. They haven't been so well on Monday, but the rest of the week they've been rolling along. Give me Miami money line in this one over the Braves. Well, head on over to Al to get us started here. What do you like, Braves or Marlins here on Thursday?
Yeah, I'm right with you there, Rod. Sorry. I like the Marlins here. I like the pitching matchup for them. Perez, I think, is the much better starter in this matchup. Although the Braves have hit him a little bit, he's coming this one in great form. I think he has a much better start than Carrasco does. And again, Braves not really playing their best baseball right now, to put it nicely. So I think it's a good spot. Again, the Marlins here on the relatively cheap, as Rod was saying, on the road here, laying a little bit of juice, but well worth it. Maybe even like this play a little better. Just go Marlins first 5 here and forget the bullpens. Just back Perez here to get the job done.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like hearing this one, Atlanta or Marlins here on Thursday?
Yeah, I think everybody knows we taped this show and is watching here. The Marlins have just wrapped up a win over Houston. Not any big significance, except that they lost the first 2 games. So I think that's clutch for Miami to get away. We know how much better they've been playing. They definitely laid an egg in this series, maybe with a good Houston team. They thought they were smelling like a rose, and they forgot Houston has a little bit form, but they got that closeout win. So going here, taking their on old buddies or their team they always, they haven't had great success, we know, against Atlanta. But you're right, Al. The history, the Perez does get hit a little bit here back on June 20th, 4 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. This anticipated lineup definitely has some contact against Yuri Perez, as good as he's been. And, the numbers are certainly good, but they're on the road here against a frustrated Atlanta team. So, yeah, Carrasco. I thought this was the most intriguing game Rod got here with Carrasco back here, but I got to go over in this one. I know the series is an under here, but I got Carrasco and then maybe Perez just a little bit over his really strong season, just because of the familiarity of some of these Braves and the success that they've had against Perez in there. So give me the over in this one, Rod, with Miami and Atlanta going over 8.5.
Hey, that wraps up the 3 games we looked at here on the slate for Thursday's action. Small card, but hey, I think we found some gems here for you. And as always, hey, let us know in the comment section what you think of the 3 games we covered here today. Then let's do a quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at, we got the White Sox taking on Seattle. Take the under in Ramon's game here. Next game we looked at, we got the Pirates taking on the Reds. This is Al's game. He says, grab the Al special, take the Pirates -1 here in this one with Skeens going. And then we got Miami taking on Atlanta. Game I like. Hey, Perez going on the bump. I like the Marlins here. Fade this Atlanta squad going the wrong direction. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate everybody that joins us here on Cover the Spread. And then let's do what we always do here. And you know what that is? Cover the spread!